everybody, I'm Allison.
And I'm Clara.
And we're from the Winkle, and today we're making
Rain sticks.
Clara, have you ever seen a real rain stick before?
No.
Isn't that cool?
It looks like wood.
It does
from
look
a
like
tree.
wood. Yeah, it does. It is actually made from a cactus.
I don't want to touch that.
I know, but all the spines have been removed. So let me tell you how this is made. You've seen a cactus before, right?
Yeah, I have them on my nails.
Oh yeah, let's see your nails. Woo! Look at those fancy cactus nails. I love that. Lara is my friend visiting from Texas, and I live in Arizona where there's a lot of cactus.
It's like 14 hours.
Oh, it's a long drive. But I live in Arizona where there's a lot of cactus. Is there a lot of cactus in Texas?
13 behind my house.
Oh, well that's kind of a lot.
Yeah.
So a rain stick is a dried out cactus. And a cactus on the inside is hollow. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're so smart. And those spines, those pokey parts on the cactus, those are called spines. They take those out, and after the cactus is dried up, they put the spines back in the cactus like a nail. They hit them in there like a nail, and then they fill it up with beans or pebbles, and they close in the tops with usually some wood, and then guess what sound it makes? Do you want to try it? In a lot of cultures, they use the rain stick as a musical instrument because it makes really good music. What it was originally used for is to call for rain. They wanted rain to come and water their crops so that they could have food.
Yeah, so they tell the rain to come.
Yes, they thought that this would signal the rain to come.
Yeah.
So today we get to make our own rain stick. Isn't that going to be fun? All right, let's see what's in our kit today.
A cardboard tube, 2 pieces of foil, a bag of rice, 2 pieces of fabric, 2 feathers, and 2 rubber bands.
On top of everything you have in your kit, you will need a pencil and a thick marker or highlighter or something that's about this size to wrap our foil around. Once you have those things, we're ready to get started.
Let's do it.
Okay. Okay, Clara, what did the Native Americans have inside of their rain stick to help make the noise?
Thorns, beads, or rocks.
Yes, exactly. So they put the spines of the cactus in there, and then the beads or the rocks or whatever would fall to make the noise. So we don't have spines of a cactus today, but we do have a cardboard tube that's hollow inside, just like the cactus. But we have these 2 pieces of foil that we are going to coil the foil.
That rhymes.
Yep. And so on the inside of our tube, it's going to have 2 coils like that. So do you see how one of these is wider and one of these is more narrow, like that? They're going to
hook around each other.
Yes, exactly. And then what's going to go inside of our tube to fall on the foil?
This little bag of rice.
You're right. You're so smart. You've already got it all figured out. All right, to get started, we're going to take our longest piece of foil.
This one.
Yes. And we're going to pinch it with our hands, like this. Squeeze it.
Fist and squeeze it.
That's right. A fist and squeeze it.
Yeah.
Then we're going to take our other piece of foil, and that we're going to pinch really tight. Press it as tight as you can, almost like making foil wire. You know how tiny wire is? Try and pinch it as much as you can.
If you can't pinch it as much as you can, then you can twist it and pinch it.
Very good. Good idea. I like having you here today, Clara. You're a smart girl. What's your favorite project that we've done on the Winkle?
This one.
Because you're in it?
Yeah.
So Claire and I each have our larger foil and our smaller foil, and we're ready to coil our foil. A coil is when something is like a spring, you know, like it's wrapped around. So you take your pencil, and this is our smaller foil, and you're going to hold down the top right here, and you're going to wrap it around with your other finger. So you're holding the foil right here, pinching it between the pencil and your finger.
And you just wrap it around.
Try and do it at the very top. Yep, and then you're gonna twist it around. So that's a pretty tight coil, and you can even twist it on your pencil to make it tighter. All right, now take your larger piece of foil and you're gonna wrap that around your marker or
Whatever you have.
Yeah, whatever you have. Okay, so we have our 2 pieces of coiled foil. Now we have to get them to look like this. How are we gonna do that?
We're gonna take these and spread them apart.
Yes, exactly. We spread it apart and kind of uncoil it and stretch it like this. And then we're gonna insert the small one in there. And then we're gonna kind of stretch that one after it's inserted. Then we're gonna stretch it.
So when you put it in and you put the rice in, it's gonna like be a little road for them.
Yes, it's gonna bounce off of all of those parts of the foil. That's exactly right. Let's close up our tube first before we put our foil in. So we're gonna take our piece of fabric and wrap the top with a rubber band. You could just do one like that, or you could wrap it around twice.
To make it tighter,
To make it tighter.
just in case they fall out.
I know, we just really don't want that rice to fall out of our tube.
Yeah.
And it gave you guys some feathers because
decorate it.
Yeah, I always love making it a little more decorative.
Like, so it's not too brown.
Not too plain and boring.
Yeah.
Native Americans that had rain sticks would dress theirs up a lot because they would use them for ceremonies. Like if they're trying to call in the rain, they would have a ceremony for that. Or if they're having some sort of musical event, they would want to make it fancy for that too. So the feathers can just go right underneath your rubber band. What I do is I put it on my fingers like this and I stretch it and then I put it on, okay? And then if I want to do a double loop, I bring it out, twist it, put it on my fingers like that again, but there's a twist in there?
Yeah.
And then wrap my fingers around the tube, just like that. All right, now we're gonna put in our foil coil. Just insert that in there. And if it doesn't take up the whole space, you might want to stretch it out a little more. And now what do we do, Clara?
We put the rice in.
That's right. Now you want to balance your tube with the open end up here. If your tube can't balance, you might want somebody to help you balance this. You could also put it between your legs and squeeze it while you're pouring this in.
Yeah,
or just hold it with your hand really tight while you're pouring it in. Ooh, that's already sounding like rain. Good job. Okay, now what do we do?
We put the next foil on top.
The next fabric on top.
Fabric.
But let's see if you can do the rubber band yourself this time.
Okay.
So we're closing up our fabric and putting the rubber band on top. And I'm gonna give mine an extra twist, so I'm bringing it out, twisting it, and I'm putting my fingers inside of that loop and putting it back over my tube. Good, now let's see if you can do the extra twist. Pull it out, twist it. Good, put all your fingers in there. No, yes, you did it. Hey, let's see how they sound.
I can feel the rice at the end.
Yes. Okay, Clara, what else could we put inside of here to help make that noise?
We could put pebbles, rice, jelly beans.
Jelly beans? I have a feeling you would eat all the jelly beans if I sent jelly beans in your kit.
Oh, yeah. So we're not going to send you jelly beans.
Instead of closing this end, you would just go like this. If we just put one piece of rice in here, would it still sound like rain? Just one piece?
No.
No, it wouldn't. Just like when it actually rains, can you hear just one raindrop?
No.
Can you hear two raindrops?
No.
We hear all of the raindrops, don't we? And that's what makes it sound like rain. All right, we are done for the day, but we want to see what you made. So when you finish your rain stick, make sure to have a grown-up take a picture or video and tag it to social media at The Winkle Crate. That's at The Winkle Crate. And that way we'll be able to see what everybody else did and how they made their rain stick make noise. Sounds fun?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for joining us today, everybody. Bye. Have fun with your rain stick. That would be so cool if all of a sudden it started raining. Please rain in Arizona.
Oh, please rain.
We need...
I think I just saw a thorn. If we had real thorns, then that would be dangerous. I hope it's not one of the thorns.